Pipeline, Oahu, Hawaii. The Bonsai Pipeline. Here's a wave that totally transcends the sport. Songs have been recorded about it, movies have been based on it, and more than a few people base their entire lives around it. Anyone who knows anything about surfing knows Pipeline is hands down the largest, thickest, most unforgiving gladiator pit in all of creation. Those who ride it successfully enjoy godlike status. Those who don't sometimes die. First charged in the early 60s, the wave at Pipeline is formed when large North Pacific swells, most ideally coming from the west or northwest during the northern hemisphere winter, strike a black lava reef. The more north the swell turns, the nastier the conditions get. Contrary to popular belief, the reef here isn't made of the same razor-sharp fire coral found in the South Pacific. The bottom is composed of a network of caves and boulders, and sand builds up against the reef in the summertime. Pipe has 3 sections, the first being an inside reef operating from 2 to 10 feet. This is what offers the classic pipe setup, heaving lips crashing down, spinning a roomy barrel before flattening off into the channel. This is when the spot is also at its most hazardous, it being the shallowest pipe setup. Second reef starts at 10 feet and is rideable up to 18 feet. Under these conditions, the takeoff zone is easy to access, offering simple drops and a big wall to fade before the wave reforms and jacks on the inside. The third reef is pretty much maxed out Pipeline, breaking at 20 feet and bigger. The spot is rarely ridden since it's so far out and chances are somewhere else will be better. When Pipeline gets a west swell with a bit of north, it throws nice peaks and the infamous Backdoor starts to work. Backdoor is the right swinging off the Pipeline peak towards the narrow channel between the break and off the wall. It is unfathomably dangerous. Some say more so than Pipe's front door, as it strikes the shallowest part of the reef. As a matter of fact, some claim Backdoor Pipeline is nothing more than a glorified closeout, and they may be right. Only the world's best pros and the most in-tune locals know how to ride these racy bombs and make it out to the lineup unscathed. Following a ride through Backdoor's bowels, you're looking right at off the wall, a bad place to be caught inside. In general, a surfer needs a narrow pintail gun here, long and thick, but not too long so it won't pearl in Pipe's extreme bottom curves. The wave is best approached on a medium tide with the light southeast trades blowing offshore. Perhaps more than the oceanic conditions surrounding this surf spot, it's the crowd that makes it so dangerous. Pipeline has the most neck-to-neck lineup ever, not to mention a recognized pecking order. Collisions, vibings, and fistfights are everyday occurrences. The best waves are generally reserved for the A-team. As for the rest of the surfers sitting waiting for scraps, unfortunately there isn't enough of Pipeline to go around on even the wimpiest days. After all, it is Pipeline, the most famous wave in the world. Always has been, and most likely it always will be.